How's it going, girls? My name is Krojak and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. I've got some really cool stuff to show you. Wait until you see what has happened on my server that is now no longer just my server. The one night I log out of the game, and I thought I logged out of the game, but apparently I didn't. I left Scrap Mechanic running the entire night. And guess who logged into my server? None other than my awesome patron, Strad. Strad Genius logged into my server and started to fiddle with it. Let me show you what I've done so far. So here's the stadium. As you can see, here's a lovely stadium. And I started to do the expansion. Ignore everything to the right. I started to do the expansion on the stadium to do 5 more levels up. It's a work in progress. But because of what Strad built over here, I was able to do it. Let me show you all the cool things Strad has been doing on my server. Cool little contraptions left, right, and center. But for the first one I'm going to show you is the actual device Strad built for me to help with my stadium, to work on my stadium. So what happened was, at first I built this little car right here. I mean, look at this little car. It's a little car. It's a very simple function. This thing is meant, terrible steering when it's not up. It's meant to simply go up so I have a higher platform to go onto, and then I can start building from here. This was the initial test subject. It sucked. It did not do the job that I wanted it to do. It does drive fairly well, it steers very well too. We've got the engine set at very, very low right now. But this was the very first thing I used to try to work on building up my stadium because I couldn't reach so high from the ground. Strad, seeing my feeble attempts at building a proper platform, decided to build this thing right here. This amazing thing has been through so many reiterations, it is absolutely crazy. But the final reiteration is this right here. You can get in, and once you're in, you can hit 1, 2, or 3 and raise the platform to 3 different heights, allowing you to have complete, oh god, a little bit fast, oh my god. I think he had the engine turned down, if I recall, for that very reason. I think I turned it up on him. Let's see now. Okay, there we go. So this thing has really, really good steering. You can get out and then stand on this platform and work on the stadium way over there. And the stadium's a work in progress. So that is the second creation we created on this base, this Scrap Mechanic stadium that has become much more than a stadium. Now to show you all these cool cars we built. Do you remember from my very first world, no, my second world, my flying vehicle? I have rebuilt it. I have recreated the flying vehicle to scale, like perfectly. It is absolutely perfect. Never get my fingers involved. Let's take a first test run. Look at this thing go. It is perfect. I love this thing. I had so much fun building it the last time. So much fun building it the last time that I wanted to recreate the flying vehicle. Let's rotate. Really wish they would implement into Scrap Mechanic an ability to lock the camera behind things. I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. I wish they would. I wish I could actually put the camera behind it. That would be amazing. But they won't let me. It won't happen. Let's land this thing inside the stadium. So the flying vehicle is back again, but that's not the coolest thing we built, Strad and I. And I thought Strad was going to join me in this recording, in this game, but apparently he's not. I don't know what happened to him. Strad has literally just disappeared on me. He was going to join me. We were going to chat. It was going to be a good time. But life gets in the way. He has homework to do. I have housework to do. And we weren't able to get together to play this. So Strad has built all of this minus his flying vehicle. This flying vehicle is me. Strad built the walls in here. Strad built whatever he's building here. He told me not to mess with it. I'm not going to mess with it. That's all him. He built this. Strad built this little, what looks like a go-kart or a lawnmower. It's the simplest little vehicle, and I tipped it over. Whoops. I'll just put it back down. We got into this little building craze of just wanting to create different unique inventions. Then Strad built, I think before or after, he built this little twirly-whirly, spidery kind of car thing. So that's kind of neat. But I built something really cool. Are you ready for this? I'm going to show you the prototype before I show you the finished product. This is right here the prototype of a really cool land vehicle that I built. It's simply put, when I drive land vehicles, the biggest complaint I have when I'm driving a land vehicle is I'm constantly flipping over. You hit a dirt, you hit a stump, a log, anything, you flip over. So I designed this land vehicle to be unflippable. Watch this. Let's flip it. I'm gonna drive up this wall, and I'm gonna flip it on purpose. Goodbye. Whoa! It's upside down. And then you have to get out and flip it. No, you don't. What if I just do this? The wheels angle, well, 60 degrees, and boom, I can now drive again until I go and I reverse it, flip it over one more time, and then, oh, it goes again. I love it. This is the prototype. And I was thinking to myself, it's kind of weird driving upside down like this, right? It's kind of weird driving upside down like this. I thought, what if I wanted to just rotate and flip back up? And that's why I built this amazing vehicle that, as you can see, is currently upside down. Let me show you. So, as you can see, I'm upside down. I didn't want to do that. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Boom. I set it so that the middle portion is on a rotating system. And I can drive it like this, and rotate it, and everything. And I've got a horn on it, because everything needs a horn. And it's got lights. So you can drive around like this. You can literally drive around upside down, or you can drive, wrong button, or you can drive around upside right. And these things motor. I have the engines on these set so low so that I do not kill myself and drive in a circle. Now, there are 3 more things to show you after I'm done showing you this thing. I can't wait. You're going to love some of these things. They're so hilarious. This, upside down, right? Wheels rotate and rotate. Now, because it's technically in reverse, you hit back to go forward. Left and right are still left and right, thankfully, but now you're holding back to go forward because you're technically reversing until you flip over again, like that. And then, let's put this thing away, and then I'm going to show you what these other contraptions, like the one I literally just ran into, are. Can't wait. You guys gotta see this. This is so cool. This is so cool. Say hello to contraption number 1. Strad built this the other day. I think yesterday before, Strad built this. And he wanted to build kind of a merry-go-round. So there's a spot for the driver and a spot for a passenger. And it's a very simple system. All you do is you go in a circle. Pretty boring, eh? Oh, Strad joined the game! Where'd he go? Strad. Oh, he's in there. So now that I'm spinning in this circle, you hit number 2, and all of a sudden you go out and it slows down, and you're in this giant, it's kind of like a merry-go-round. And centrifugal force has to say that you go in and it goes, it speeds right up again. So let's get off this ride and go inside to Strad. Oh, Strad's having computer problems. Are you okay? Strad, question mark. Where is he at? Strad, come here. Strad, I will find you. My display driver crashed. Oh, his computer doesn't work. It's kind of a potato. Hi, Strad. How's it going? What's going on, Strad? Come with me, Strad. Get in. This is hilarious. Are you ready for this? It's a simple design. It's so simple. But look at the bodies. They become like these stretchy squid kind of thing going on. And then it continues spinning for quite some time. Strictly, whoa, Strad went flying. Strad went flying into the thing. This is the thing I showed you earlier. Strad wants to drive it. I'm going to let him drive it. And I'm always so thankful for Strad because Strad has supported me on Patreon. And he's also taken the time of his day to join me in Scrap Mechanic and help me make these really cool things. So as always, thank you very much, Strad, for your support on Patreon and for helping me with all this stuff. Oh, Strad, what'd you do? You left it in the way. I have to show you, crows. This tower that we built way over here. I'm gonna run. Just give me a second. It's kind of out of the way, but it's really cool. I see Strad is kind of following me along right now. This is the tower. Strad and I had an idea that we wanted to build something really, really tall so we can look over everything we've done so far. I put in logic gate doors so that you can open it from the inside and the outside, as you can see. Inside and outside, and then it's not done yet. It is currently in the middle of construction. There are windows and everything all throughout. Get it going, Strad. What are you doing? Go, Strad. I put windows on every single floor just to give it a bit of light so it's not so goddamn dark. And I'm thinking I have to widen the stairwell because they're kind of hard to navigate. But once you get to the top, we're going to have a glass floor observation kind of tower going on, just so you can see everything we've built in this game. Now, what I want to do is hopefully some of my other patrons, the people who support me on Patreon, have scrap mechanics. I would love to have them join us. Strad and I, who just fell off there by Strad, I would love to have other patrons join us in this world and help us flesh it out and build it and just do creative stuff in it. Oh, there's Strad down there. Hi, Strad. Landed on his head. So that is everything we have done in scrap mechanics so far. Strad and I, this lovely gentleman who's trying to beat me up. What are you doing? Stop it, Strad. So I'm liking where things are going. I need to put some real work into finishing up the next 5 levels of the scrap mechanic football stadium, which is looking fantastic, might I add. I'm loving how the stadium's looking. This thing has no purpose whatsoever, but it's fun. Same with that. No purpose whatsoever, but it's fun. So that is everything we've done in scrap mechanic, except for whatever the hell Strad is designing right there. I'm not going to reveal it. I don't know what he's doing. There's a bunch of mechanicals and a whole bunch of stuff going on there. As you can see, he's doing some stuff. I don't know what Strad's doing. So that's it for Scrap Mechanic Bros. If you have any ideas for the kinds of things you want us to build in this Scrap Mechanic world, feel free to leave a comment down below and let us know the kind of creations you want to see. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Since the last video, I have done a lot of things. I have added goalposts. The goalposts were in the previous video, but they were very, very small. So I extended them higher because then my measurements were completely off in the last one.